Hey guys, Mikecraft here, back for another Minecraft video. As you can see, we're currently in Boston on my Minecraft server. And as you can see, there's some music playing, and we're just having fun. Now I'm going to show you around some of the new builds that have been built on this server, because there are some insane new builds. We have an automated tram system, automated metro, high-speed trains, tons of skyscrapers. So over here, meanwhile, we have this big train station. This is a brand new train station. It's massive. It's over 20 tracks. As you can see, it is a very nice station. There's actually an upstairs too, and there's going to be a restaurant up on the third floor eventually. Now, as you can see, the tracks are all numbered because there are a lot of them in this station. I think there's over 20. And there's also trams down this way. Now, the trams are automated, and they go all around town. So if you get in a tram, you can take it to different parts of town. Now, right now, I'm going to show you one of the new parts of town, because Boston's gotten a lot bigger since we were last on the server. A lot new has been built. And Boston was the original city on this server, so it's always nice to revisit it. Now, as you can see, kind of in the middle of a highway here. It's a pretty cool experience. You can see these buildings are all old. These are like very old buildings, but up ahead we have some new-ish buildings that were built in the last year. This bridge up ahead is brand new, and this train station right here has been renovated recently. Some shit's been moved out here that used to be closer to the old train station. Like, that's the old mob arena that used to be behind the old train station. It's moved over here. This is some towers that were built. Hospital. Now, if we keep going. You can see the server's a little bit laggy, but if we keep going to this area, this is a newly annexed part of the city. This is basically the outer district. This is also where the slum of the city is. Not here, but the next stop. This is Novo Brinks Ridge. It's also been annexed into the city. As you can see over there, we have tons of skyscrapers. You got a statue of Vladimir Putin, of all people. Let's see. So this is the new part of town. Over here we have a Romanian football club. Oh, and it also has a path out to the train tracks for whatever reason. I didn't add that. I think this was built by my friend Brandon. But, so was this building. Oh my god. And, I have no comment on what was written there. This is the mechanic of Boston. Also built by Brandon. Vojvodina tram station. That's a good name. Because Vojvodina is Hungarian. This is going to be a coffee shop. This is like the outer district of town. We have the Hotel Malcolm. Then we have this sports arena right here. So over here we have Metro, actually. So yeah, the Metro comes out here too. This is Newtown. That's the name of this area. This is North Newark and Newark. So anyway, this is the slum district. This was originally the town of Newark, but it's basically become the greater slum district. A lot of this area is still under construction, but we have a shrine here. This is the Shrine of Fetter. And over here, it's just like a highway. But also, there are some other new things out in this direction, which are technically a part of the city. Out this way, we have sort of a little new district, kind of a business district. It's kind of like strip malls that you'd see in America. Shapiro Family Incorporated. Austrian artist owned. This was built by my friend. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to blackmail anyone. Noble Brinks Ridge. Okay, so out this way we have basically the outer suburbs of the city. Nothing's really new out here, and very little has been changed. So there are some other new parts of Boston I gotta show you. First of all, we'll head this way since it's close. Along this highway. Over here is another part of Boston that's gotten a lot built in it. Oh, my airport. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's kind of late. Over here, we have all kinds of builds. This is going to be like a future district. There's going to be a mall over here. There's going to be, I think that's going to be where the, college will be, or university. Then the tram just ends at this wall. Now, what else are we going to do? We're going to talk about the other new district. Oh shit, I just broke that. Oops. This is a new-ish skyscraper, but I've shown you it before, I think. This building's not new. There's some new stuff out this way. This building's brand new. This building's new. Then this has been rebuilt. This is the palace. Still being worked on. You can see there's an addition on the back of it too. And then this is the Orthodox Cathedral. Now over here we have Noble Boston Station. This is a completely new district. Basically, these buildings are the Twin Towers in Belgrade, Serbia. And I forget what this building is, but it was built by my friend Brandon. So were these buildings. And then this is a newly annexed part of the city. Over here. Now, sorry, I keep yawning. Now, if we go over this way, we can show you what's new about Nebulia, which is another really old city. Now, some stuff's been built over here. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. Let me just check the lag. Sometimes it's just really, really laggy. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. But a highway was built to connect Nebulia and Boston, as you can see. Yeah, Nebulia has some new stuff going on here. Pretty much all in this part of town. Now, there are these new tall buildings. I don't know if I've shown you them before. But I definitely haven't shown you this before or that. Now, meanwhile, out this way, we have the Great Pyramids. And behind the Great Pyramids, we have the train tracks that basically continue on to the next city, which is Buda Mesa. There's some new stuff in Buda Mesa. Buda Mesa is getting bigger. Now, if we go to Mendoza, oh my god, sorry, it's so laggy. There are some new things in Mendoza. Now, the main thing I want to show you is the Slovak Tower, which is an 137-story skyscraper. Now, it's pretty bland, but it's just the fact that it's so tall. And I'll actually show you how many blocks tall it is in a second. Once we get over there. Yeah, there's a lot of skyscrapers in Mendoza. It's our largest city. Definitely. Well, it doesn't have the tallest building anymore. The tallest building is actually in a city called Leslie. So this is the Slovak Tower. Now we're at Y level 63. If we go up 600, we'll be up near the roof. So as you can see, it's just taller than the other building. Or it feels just taller, but it's actually really like 20 floors taller. And then if you include the antenna, it's way taller. So now there's a lot new in Leslie. Leslie has the tallest building on the server now. Now, if you look over here, there's a new stadium. That's a big, really nice thing. You got this building that's kind of new. There's this really cool farm over here. Power plant. And over here, we have more factories. Now that's the power plant. And these are the factories. Oh my god. I hate rain, sorry. Now over here there's a ton of modern skyscrapers. This city probably has more skyscrapers than almost every other city on the server, besides Mendoza. Wow. It's amazing how many freaking skyscrapers are in this town. This is one of the tallest ones, but it's definitely not the tallest. There are several buildings in this city over 110 floors. The tallest building is over 200 floors. It's this one, I think. Now, if I go inside it, I can actually see there's a basement too. I don't recall what Brandon put down here. But up here, we have some testing chambers. Yeah. Or it might be organ harvesting rooms. I forgot. So up on the first floor, we have a lot of freaking offices. And that's just how all these lower floors really are. So I'm just going to freaking fly way up. Because this building is huge. I think it's over 1,000 blocks tall. Which is over 1 kilometer. And right next to it, there's an 100 and something story building. And it pales in comparison. Which is crazy. So that building right there, that's already over 100 floors. This one's over 200 floors. Definitely the tallest building on this server. Probably will be for a long, long time. I think I can see zombies in there. Okay, so this is the top. Now in here, there's a water park. There's other things, but there's also a jail, like on the top, which is kind of funny. The top is a jail. You can see we're so high up, we're over 1,000 blocks high. And there's actually a third building over here that's like over 150 floors. Which is crazy. And you can see how tall it is. It's very tall. And it's a very thin one. Okay. So some other cool new things I want to show you are there's a lot new in the city of Tottenham. Tottenham's been worked on big time. Oh shit. I just flew into a wall. So Tottenham's gotten a lot of improvements. There's a new factory. There is going to be a metro soon. It's being worked on still, but a few of the stations are already built. You can see we've got some taller buildings over here. This is the new tallest building in town. I forget how many floors it is. I think like 40 something. 42. But it's really tall. It's the city's first like full-on skyscraper. Now, this is the freaking railroad system. It's pretty good. Now, it's getting a metro system soon. As you can see, a lot of new things have been built over here. Now, this is the slum. Let's see. This over here is the statue of the Christ Redeemer statue. This is new. God, I wish it would load in fully. Yeah. Over here we have, this is a skyscraper in New Orleans. Come on. So yeah, it's a skyscraper in New Orleans. I don't know why it's loading in so weird. It pisses me off though. So over here is the town of Robbie-town. There's some new stuff over here. As you can see, the train station's brand new. And Robbie-town is actually one of the smallest towns that gets a tram system. I think it's the smallest. But this is the train station. It's pretty modern. Tram starts here too and it heads into the old town. But this is the new town, still being worked on. And this is the old town, which is pretty old. There's going to be another district out there that's going to be pretty historic looking too. This is the tram, kind of just runs around town. Ugh, I hate lag. Just runs around town. And then over here we have the quarry, which is a massive quarry, over several hundred blocks deep. Then we have some trains. You know, I love trains. And then if we continue this way, we have the town of Santiago, which got a new train station. This town of Cedar Point. And over here we have Sacred Forest, all of which have been worked on in some ways. This got a new bridge. But then the real prize that's gotten like worked on is freaking Alpha. Alpha is a really nice city now. This is the edge of Alpha, but let's get into Alpha. This is the main train station for Alpha. Let me get this to load in. It's based off Penn Station. It was also built by Brandon. And as you can see, Alpha doesn't really have tall buildings, but it is a very Greek-looking city. Now, another thing of note, that the whole city is still being worked on. There's a lot of empty places over there. But this area is basically done. It has a tram system too. And interestingly, it has a tram branch. Now, another thing I want to show you is the city of Suki. Now, before that, I'll show you a new train line, which has some cool bridges. Which is a new line that goes to Suki, too. Yeah, these viaducts are really cool. So, over here, this is Amanda's town, one of my friend's girlfriends. My best friend, actually. My best friend's girlfriend. And this is my best friend's city. This is Suki. Suki has a massive castle. Okay, I hope it loads in. Oh my god. I don't know why it's like so laggy. So that's the castle. Massive. Then you have, this is the old town still being worked on. You have a tram system. We have a dragon statue. This really cool train station here. Over here we have a statue of Milosevic. Over here we have the old town, but there is some new stuff over here. The train station's been renovated. As you can see, there's some platforms down here. And then up here, you've got just the district. A bunch of random miscellaneous buildings. There's a massive cathedral too. And there's a skyscraper being worked on. This is the only skyscraper that's complete so far. I wish it would load in. It's not very tall, is it? But there's another one that's being worked on that's massive. It's based on the John Hancock building in Boston. Yeah, it's a massive one. It's gonna be the tallest building in town, I bet. So, some other things I wanted to show you. Some new bridges. This is the double-decker bridge. So it has one level on top being trains, and on the bottom is the road. It's very cool. Just like the George Washington Bridge. Now, this over here is the slum. And over here, this is the suburbs. So, other than that, there are some other new things in town. You just get them to load in. So this is a new metro line, which actually mostly runs above ground. I think it's entirely above ground, actually. But it basically circles around the city, rather than going through downtown. Which is probably why the entire line is above ground. I think it's the only line in this city that's entirely elevated. Then you have this district, which is brand new. Card transfer. And then over here we have a nuclear power plant. So that's all we have basically that I'm going to show you tonight, because I'm getting pretty tired, to be honest. But I'm going to have a longer episode on this server coming out soon. So just want to give you guys a roundup. I'm going to show you a few more things before I get off tonight. So first off, I'm going to show you some new things about Silt. Silt's gotten some renovation. Not around here, though. Silt's gotten some renovation over here. These trams are all new. Now, the tram system actually goes all the way out to the newly annexed parts of the city. What's interesting is the tram actually crosses the regular train here. You can see it goes onto one track. And then there's the city mall over here. Over this way, you have... Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, I just want to check and see what's going on with this building, you know? Doesn't look right. Looks like it's either been griefed or messed up. Oh, maybe it was always like that. Maybe someone, like, didn't complete it. I don't fucking know. Anyways, this is the tram system. It also goes onto one track again here, which makes for some weird shit like this. That's not a permanent solution, though. Over here, there's some slums. This is the Taj Mahal. So, this is the Taj Mahal right here. And then over this way, we have... Was I going to show you anything else? Yeah, I was going to show you one more thing. This. The Temple of Kampucha. I think this is Angkor Wat. This is brand new, though. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I wanted to really show you guys tonight. You guys have a good night. Peace.